Shoot it! Tầm nó uống luôn. Hey, he's. Hey, you might check go. Get set, go. Whoa. Guilty. Oh, that's yellow.
This side. You push the car.
Yeah, that's it. Go win.
R2 hit Ciel. R2 hit Ciel.
Oh, so that's qualifying, right?
Re-race.
Yeah, I know. The reason why
Finals. 2 class finals.
Finals, here we go. Stripper pole lane five. Thanks, little kid. That's awesome. Now, if you're 5, this one. Start him up. No, he can't. He's got his shoes on, bro. He needs to take his shoes on. Watch the break, man. On your mark. Get set, go. Oh, yeah, watch that, buddy.
One.
Oh, we made it.
Stay down. Stay down. 2. Stay down. Siyempre.
Oh, we made it.
3. Last lap, baby. Let's go. Come home. Come home.
You got to re-race for everything.
3. Counting? You counting? You counting?
Start him up backward, Apollo. Backward, Apollo. No head start, kid. Take his skin. All right, keep it on, man.
Uh-oh. Re-race.
Battery backwards.
Yo, no. You want to go shout out? No. Shout out Brooklyn.
Shout out Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Let's go.
All right, start him up to maybe running for a minute. On your mark, get set, go. The second and third. Let's go.
Uh-oh. Richard and Noel again. Papi. Yeah, you're in the video.
These 3.
Rerun.
These 3. Here. Medium arch. That is cool.
That's
See that smaller arch than the large.
no, it's not. I'll tell you what item number it is.
Who hit? Somebody went backwards. Which is the car that went backwards? Which one was that? No. One of the cars went backwards.
All right.
Let's see 3 there.
All right.
On your mark. Get set, go. Second, third. Something came off the car. Let's pick something up.
1. 2. 3. 4. 2nd place. No. 3rd, Richard. Woohoo! Good job.
Who got second? Who got third?
Second.
Good job. Shout out Brooklyn.
Oh, shit.
What's up, guys? It's your boy cielshock from CTUSA Mini 4-wheel drive racing squad, and I'm a teacher here in Noobworx. And today's video, you've seen it. It's a basic 2-class race in New Jersey, Toms River. That was our July event. And this video, I just want to show you some adjustment that I did on my old car, Doc Blur. So the people that follow me, I have actually a video about Dock Blur. It's a breakdown video. If you guys can check out our playlist, it's on our all Noobworx playlist. There's the parts and all the breakdown for Dock Blur. But now I did some adjustments to that specific car. So you can see, this is Dock Blur now. As you can see, there's like a nice Noobworx logo, the CTUSA, 8 p.m. and Tamiya Mechanics. So, and obviously the cielshock logo. So it's an Avante polycarbonate body. It was made by Jay Velasco by Tamiya Mechanics. Thank you so much for making this body shell for me. So I did this. I changed the body shell into a polycarbonate Avante body to make the car lighter, because I wanted to make as light as possible because it's a tune class race, and tune motors will have less load when the body shell is lighter. So that's one adjustment that I did. Second is I changed the gear ratio. So usually I run 3-5-1 to have the maximum and optimum top speed, but I switch it to 3-7-1 to add a little torque going up on the bank, and also to lessen the top speed that I had because I got too much top speed from my torque tune motor. Usually also I run 30 to 32 or even 33, or I can push it to 36 kilometers per hour running my torque tune motor. But this specific motor that I use is slower compared to those motors because that's all the speed that I need for that specific track layout. Also, shout out Sir Jing from the Philippines. He's the one who break in this motor, and he have a specific way of breaking in the motor, how to be torquey and less top speed. So this is actually only 28 with a 3-5-1 gear, but with a 3-7 gear ratio, it's only 26. And you will not believe it how fast it is in the track, but it's full of torque, and that's my main focus. So it's only 26 kilometers per hour. I can run a speed check later if you don't believe me, but I switched the gear ratio to 3-7-1 so lessen my top speed so I won't be overshooting. Alright, so that's one adjustment that I did. And also I switched my my brakes. My brake settings are switched differently. The rear brake is usually, I maximize the rear brake because I'm a big fan of putting the rear brakes down. So as you can see now, it's quite high, and I usually do it as low as possible, as 1 millimeter. It depends on the track layout. But the adjustment that I did is I changed the spacers to smaller, so you can see it's adjusted. You see there's like protruding screws over there, and then I adjusted to actually 3.5. So you can see it's adjusted to 3.5 right there. Exactly 3.5 millimeters high at the rear. So that's the one that controls it on the landing on the tabletop. But up front, so you can see the chassis is also damaged because I had on somebody during the practice. So eventually I'm going to change this chassis. But for now, I'm showing you the adjustments that I did. So what I did is I also used pink brakes up front. And it's exactly 1 millimeter right there. There you go. It's all 1 millimeter right there. All right. 1 millimeter up front. The reason why is I only have one recovery panel after the tabletop, and it's going to be another curve and then another tabletop going down with one recovery straight panel. So there are different kinds of braking. That's my point. Some people put the back really low and put the front really high, but on that case I need my brake to be low up front so it hits the slope or the tabletop panel right away. It slows down the car so I don't get a lot of air when it hits that tabletop section and it lands back right away. But I don't want to make my brake too low, because when I go to the bank, it will not go up and it will have a lot of delay. I'm not saying I will not have any delays, but at least I minimize the delays as much as possible. So I minimize my delays as much as possible by putting my rear brake higher so it doesn't scrub that much when and it doesn't bite as much when it goes up in the bank, on the bank. So also on the tabletop part, I have this underguard brake, which is my gray brake, and it's measured as 1.5 millimeters. So you can see it's still legal. It's 1.5 millimeters over there, and that's how it bites on the last tabletop panel. So when your car is going down, it bites right away and it lands right there perfectly. So you've seen it in the video. So not a lot of major adjustments. I just made the car lighter, made changes on the gear ratio, on the motor, and on the brakes. But most my most concern is the braking method. So that's the one that helped me overcome the track layout. But right now I'm gonna show you how fast my torque motor is. So I have a battery over here, fresh batteries, 1.48 I think. So I think it's only 26 or 28 kilometers per hour, but we're gonna speed check it anyway. Let me just grab my speed checker. I have my speed checker over here, and we're gonna check it out. I'm gonna wait a little bit while it's still running. So while it's running, I just want to shout out to Yo Clothing. I want to shout out Print Nation. Shout out Matrixx, the founder of Noobworx. And shout out to all the racers in the Philippines, 2-class racers in the Philippines, Noobworx, City USA, and all the New Jersey racers. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so it beeps, so it's finally done. There you go. So it's only 25. So if I push the batteries more, that can push to 26, but it's only 25 kilometers per hour, which is not too fast. People will be like, oh, you don't have enough top speed. But it's the proper braking and gear ratio and how light is your car. So it's not all about the top speed. So this car is actually really, really torquey, as you can see. And my rollers have all the thickest contact surface, as you can see. That's why when it rolls the corner, it's not that fast. That's my point. I don't want to wait. I don't want to make it too fast. So yeah, so that's my new Dock Blur. Eventually I'm gonna change the chassis. I'm probably gonna use this for bumper lessing because there you go, it's a broken chassis now. Alright, so again, this is cielshock from CTUSA Mini 4-wheel drive racing squad. I'm a teacher here in Noobworx. As I always say, we learn from you, you learn from us. Always race humble. Peace.